Welcome to Stories Axial. Today, we delve into the shadowy underbelly of New York City, where two mafia families clash in a battle for supremacy. Secrets will be uncovered, alliances shattered, and the streets will run red with the consequences of their choices. Join us as we unravel the city's edge shadows of retribution. Like, subscribe, and share your thoughts in the comments below. In the sprawling urban jungle of New York City, the simmering rivalry between the Moretti and Sinclair families erupted into open conflict, with a series of armed clashes that shook the city to its core. The streets became battlegrounds where bullets flew and alliances were tested under the cover of night. It all began when a new guard, hired by Giovanni Sinclair to bolster his family's defenses, was ambushed in a daring attack orchestrated by Luca Moretti's enforcers. The brazen assault left several dead and marked a turning point in the escalating feud. Determined to avenge the attack and assert his family's dominance, Giovanni launched a retaliatory strike that targeted a Moretti-controlled warehouse, igniting a fierce firefight that spilled into the streets of Brooklyn. As the violence escalated, both families escalated their operations, with Don Marco Moretti ordering covert missions against Sinclair's businesses and embarking on a campaign to solidify alliances with rival factions within the city's criminal underworld. Meanwhile, Giovanni Sinclair, fueled by a thirst for revenge and a desire to expand his empire, orchestrated daring heists and drug deals that further fueled the flames of conflict. Amidst the chaos, a pivotal moment occurred when Luca Moretti, disillusioned by the cycle of violence and bloodshed, decided to pursue a different path. He brokered a secret truce with Giovanni Sinclair, proposing a temporary ceasefire to allow both families to rebuild their forces and reassess their strategies. This fragile peace held for a brief moment, allowing tensions to simmer beneath the surface as each side plotted their next move. During this lull in hostilities, Giovanni Sinclair, seeking to diversify his operations and secure additional protection, orchestrated a bold operation to infiltrate the ranks of law enforcement. With the help of corrupt officials and compromised individuals within the police force, Sinclair's operatives maneuvered to gain influence and intelligence that could be leveraged against their rivals. Unbeknownst to Giovanni, Luca Moretti, now working undercover within the NYPD, uncovered evidence of Sinclair's infiltration and prepared to expose the operation. In a high-stakes game of cat and mouse, Luca navigated the treacherous waters of loyalty and deception, balancing his allegiance to family with his duty as a law enforcement officer. As tensions reached a boiling point, a dramatic confrontation erupted at a clandestine meeting between Giovanni Sinclair and corrupt police officials orchestrated by Luca Moretti. In a daring raid backed by SWAT teams and federal agents, Luca exposed the extent of Sinclair's operation and brought down key figures within the organization. In the chaos that ensued, Giovanni Sinclair narrowly escaped capture, fleeing into the labyrinthine alleys of Chinatown with a handful of loyalists. The fallout from the operation reverberated through the city, shaking the foundations of both families and forever altering the landscape of New York's criminal underworld. The city's edge shadows of retribution chronicled the tumultuous saga of two families bound by blood and betrayal, where alliances were forged in gunfire and vengeance was a currency paid in blood. As the dust settled, the legacy of their conflict would echo through the corridors of power and crime for years to come.